My name is Tim Benson, Director of the Music Academy, here with the legendary Sonny Landreth, and he made some time for us today to discuss his career, his musical upbringing, and also the importance of music lessons for musicians that are coming up in their own careers, and hopefully finding places like ours, the Music Academy, a good resource for their learning. What would be the biggest piece of advice you would give musicians coming up right now in today's world? And I guess you kind of already answered this. Number two, would you recommend to parents or students, anybody coming in, enrolling, and even in any sort of format, coming in and checking out what we do here?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, on the first point, yeah, we did kind of hit on it, but it's basically you got a woodshed.
So you got to practice.
You got to practice. And there is something about when you make that commitment, and you take that first step, and if you're a beginner or an intermediate or advanced and everything in between, and again, there's no end to what you can learn, then you're setting yourself on your path. Like I mentioned mine earlier, those things that happened to me ultimately led to any success and truly loving what you're doing. I mean, it's a big difference when the thing that gets you out of bed in the morning is the thing you can't wait to get to.
Yeah.
And there's that about it. But also in keeping in that spirit, then you open up to those opportunities and possibilities and how one thing can lead to another. But talking about a place like you have here, the thing I think is so great is you can learn licks, you can learn the basics and the methodology, and I know y'all have that in space, but also it's being goal-oriented and having looking at things in the big picture.
Right.
And there is something about when you make a commitment to, whether you walk in the front door, to take a lesson here, or you're online, the consistency is actually an element of success in itself, and be that improving and getting better at what you do and your craft and your art. So you take the mechanics of it, and then you begin to apply that in such a way that you're making music.
Right.
And that's when you're really rocking. That's when you're going in the right direction. So everything else can fall into place, but tough times and ups and downs, we all have that. I mean, that's part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was that easy, like they say, anybody can do it.
Anybody can do it, right.
So it does take that dedication. But I think because you offer all that here, when you're teaching pretty much every instrument there is.
Right.
And also with your having the studio here. Man, I would have. That's probably...
It's another aspect of being a musician. I mean, and I tell this to students too, we have the studio thing here because that's actually, at some point, if you are interested on any level of playing music, you may encounter a situation where, it'd be nice to actually record what I sound like,
Yeah,
absolutely. Or it'd be just to show my family, or even just for my own pleasure. Hey, I really like listening to this stuff and playing it. So you're right, that's a new component that I'm very fortunate that we're able to offer.
Yeah, for me, but my dad worked for, he was an adjuster for State Farm Insurance, and then back in the day they had these contraptions called a dictaphone.
Oh, yeah.
So when he would record, someone that came in and made a claim, he had to have record that. Well, that's the first time I heard my voice, and I've never gotten over that. That ruined me right there. But that's, it gives you an idea.
Sure.
And later, when I got my first tape machine at home, I mean, to be able to walk into a facility like this, I didn't get that opportunity until I was well into my 20s. And so that, again, I think the fact that all you guys and gals and your teachers and instructors have the real world experience of playing in your own groups and ensembles and working in the studio, to have that kind of experience to help the students translate that into their real world experiences is really invaluable.
I think so too. And final thoughts. So if somebody called you up and said, Sonny, so a friend of mine wants to take piano, where, we heard about this Music Academy place of Acadiana. Would you recommend us go there?
I would pull out my phone with a GPS and give them the directions and shoot it to them.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for making time. Where can people find out more about your music, Sonny?
Well, I have a website and Facebook and all that.
Okay.
The usual.
Okay.
And,
SonnyLandreth.com?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we just finished a new album, a new live album. And
excellent.
So
what's it called?
It's called Recorded Live in Lafayette.
Okay.
And it's a double disc CD package and a double vinyl album, believe it or not.
Which is making a comeback.
Oh,
vinyl.
absolutely, man! It's happening.
I love it.
And half of it is acoustic and half of it is electric. So I'm excited about it.
I love it. Sonny, thank you so much for making time for us.
Great to be here.
And guys, so again, we just want to thank you for watching this. As part of our curriculum, not only do we teach music and record music, we want to bring artists that have actually done it and have had a lot of success in their career to share their knowledge, because that's all part of this too. That's part of how we want to get you to where you want to be in your musical goals. So I hope you have fun, and we'll see you next time.